All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You West Indians, Seminole Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians, you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right. Now, what I want to get into this lesson, is the tribe of Gad. All right, which is one of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. All right, and the tribe of Gad today is the Native Americans. All right. The Native Americans are Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Gad, all right? This is the 12 tribe sign, all right? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. These are who the true Israelites are, according to biblical prophecy and historical facts, man. All right? Now, as you see, when I zoom in on the tribe of Gad, all right, it's the Native American Indians, all right? The Native American Indians, all right, are from the tribe of Gad of the nation of Israel, man. All right? That's who the Native Americans are. They're Israelites, man. Right, the Native Americans, they wrote and they spoke in Hebrew. All right, they kept Israelite culture. They wore fringes. All right, and we're gonna prove that. All right, we're gonna prove it. All right, and then we're gonna go into some books, and then we're gonna get maybe a scripture or two. All right, and then yeah. So let's get it going. All right. So the Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Gad, man. All right, they teach you things, they teach you nonsense in these schools, like the Native Americans came through the Bering Straits. All right, some people believe that they're mixed with Chinese, and nah, that's all bullshit, man. That's all bullshit. The Native Americans are Israelites from the tribe of Gad, and we're going to prove it. All right, so I got this book here, right? It's called The Aztec. All right, The Aztec Man and Tribe. All right, written by Victor W. Von Hagen. All right. Now, when you go into this book, right, I took a picture of it. All right. It says right here, it says, no one really knows, for the controversy is as old as the discovery of the Americas. The omniscient church collided at once with reality. If the flood as detailed in the Bible was true, if it destroyed all mankind except Noah and his chosen family to repopulate it, how did these quote-unquote Americans get to that continent? And moreover, who were they? Where theologic logic failed, dialects was triumphant. The Indians, of course, were Jews, one of the lost tribes of Israel. That's right. The Indians were, of course, Jews, one of the lost tribes of Israel. That's right, man. And when you go here, back to the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, Gad, the Native American Indians, man. All right, that's who the Native American Indians are, man. Gadites. That's who they really are, Gadites. That's their true nationality, all right? Israelites from the tribe of Gad, that's who Native Americans really are, man. That's who they are. They're Israelites, man. All right, now there's another book I have here, all right, called Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. Matter of fact, I'll get that in a second, all right? I have a video right here, all right, because there's something that's known as the Bat Creek Stone, all right? The Bat Creek Stone, all right, which is a Cherokee stone, all right? And on that stone was ancient Hebrew writing, all right? So let's get into that. Let me turn this volume up real quick, all right? And this guy, in this video, he breaks it down, all right? So let's get it.
Bat Creek Stone. It was found during the course of an official Smithsonian evacuation. The Smithsonian didn't understand the meaning of the writing on the stone. They thought it was Cherokee since it came from Cherokee country. They didn't realize that it's actually Hebrew. They had published this originally upside down. They threw it in a box at the bottom of the Smithsonian, put it in the basement. Many years later, a scholar took it out of the box, looked at it, and went, oh my gosh, it's upside down. It's Phoenician, ancient Hebrew. So what's going on here? What is is that about? Where is that history?
What's going on here? He said, what's going on here? He said, what's that about? Where is this history? I'll tell you where this history is at. All right. It's in the scriptures, man. All right. It's in the book of Esdras, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me rewind this real quick and play it again. I'll play it again. It's a short video.
Bat Creek Stone. It was found during the
He said the Bat Creek Stone.
Creek Stone. It was found during the course of an official Smithsonian evacuation. The Smithsonian didn't understand the meaning of the writing on the stone. They thought it was Cherokee since it came from Cherokee country. They didn't realize that it's actually Hebrew. They had published this originally upside down. They threw it in a box at the bottom of the Smithsonian, put it in the basement. Many years later, a scholar took it out of the box, looked at it, and went, oh my gosh, it's upside down. It's Phoenician, ancient Hebrew. So what's going on here? What is that about? Where is that history?
He said, what's going on here? What is that about? I'll tell you what's going on. All right. The Native Americans were Israelites from the tribe of Gad. They were brought over here by the Assyrians. All right. They were led away by the Assyrians during the time when they were captives in captivity by the Assyrians, man. All right. That's how they got over here to the Americas. All right. That's how the Northern Kingdom got over here to the Americas. All right. The Northern Kingdom. All right. Which is all the Latin tribes, all right here, all right, the Northern Kingdom, all right. You have Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is the Southern Kingdom, all right, and then Ephraim on down is the Northern Kingdom, all right. So the entire Northern Kingdom, all right, came over here to the Americas through captivity by the Assyrians, man. All right, that's how the Israelites got over here to this land, all right. He said, what's going on here? He said, where's this history? It tells you that in the book of Esdras, man, in the Apocrypha, man. All right, that the Assyrians led away the 10 tribes captives, man. All right, and we're going to get into that in a second, all right? But he said this is known as the Bat Creek Stone with ancient Hebrew on it, man. A Cherokee stone. All right, again, the Native Americans are Israelites from the tribe of Gad, all right? That's who they really are. The Native Americans are Gadites. All right, that's their true nationality, their true heritage. All right, they're God's chosen people. Okay, now there's a stone, another stone. All right, known as the Los Lunas stone. All right, which is a stone. All right, in New Mexico. All right, it was a stone that was found in New Mexico with ancient Hebrew on it. All right, and written in ancient Hebrew is the 10 Commandments. All right, so what are the 10 Commandments written on a stone? All right, written in ancient Hebrew. What's that all about, huh? What's ancient Hebrew? All right, doing in New Mexico, man. All right, in the Americas, first with the Bat Creek stone. All right, and now with the Los Lunas stone. All right, which is the 10 Commandments. All right, which is in New Mexico, written in ancient Hebrew. All right, written in ancient Hebrew. All right. Please tell me what is ancient Hebrew doing? I already know. I'm just asking you. It's a rhetorical question. I'm just saying, you know, that's because the Native Americans are Israelites, man. The Native Americans are Israelites from the tribe of Gad, man. And I'm going to keep saying that, man, because that's the truth, man. That is true history, man. The Native Americans did not come through the Bering Straits, all right? That's what's taught in the school system, man. All right, by Esau Edom school system, all right? But we know Esau Edom to be a liar. He's the devil, right? That's all he does. Esau Edom is all he does is lie, man. That's the first thing that comes out of his mouth when he's born, man. All right? Is nothing but lies. I think it tells you that in Psalms 58, 53, I think it is. All right, but this is, look it up. This is known as the Los Lunas stone. All right. So what else do I want to get? Oh, this book. All right. It's called The Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. All right. The Origins of American Racism, written by Ronald Sanders. All right. Now, when you go into this book, all right, when you do your research about Christopher Columbus, right, when you do your heavy research, All right. You know, when he came over here, he brought translators with him. In fact, he brought Hebrew translators with him. All right. Now, why would he bring Hebrew translators with him? All right. Because when he came over here on this side of the world, he knew exactly where he was going and who was over here. All right. Because when you do your research on Christopher Columbus, you find out that he was fascinated with a certain book known as the Book of Esdras, which is one of the books in the Bible. All right. And in that book, it tells you that the Israelites, the northern kingdom, all right, was brought over here to the Americas during the time of the Assyrian captivity. So when he read that book, all right, when he read those verses, all right, that's how he figured out who was over here, and that's why he came over. He wanted to see if they were over here, all right, and if that was, you know, really true, all right, and you know, so he could enslave them and all that, you know. So because it was prophecy that Gad shall be overcome, and we'll get into that in a second. But Christopher Columbus, when he came over here, he brought Hebrew translators with him. All right, so let's get into that. Let's read it. I have it highlighted. All right, so it says, and this is from the book again. All right, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, written by Ronald Sanders. All right, so when you get into the book, it says, we do not know much concerning Columbus's crew of about 90 men aboard the 3 ships, but at least one of them was an Israelite whose presence as such was not merely accidental, right? This was Luis de Torres, a convert of possibly only that year, who had once held a position with the governor of Murcia. He was said to have known Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic, and had been brought along by Columbus specifically as an interpreter. Yeah, so he was purposely brought, all right? Christopher Columbus purposely brought him on this ship, man, all right, to be an interpreter. Now, why is that, man? Because he knew who exactly was over here. He knew that the Native Americans were Israelites and that they spoke Hebrew, man. All right, that's why he brought interpreters with him, Hebrew interpreters, man. It says in the orange right here, it says he was said to have known Hebrew, Aramaic, and some Arabic, and had been brought along by Columbus specifically as an interpreter, man. All right, so he was purposely brought, man, all right, to be an interpreter. So when he reaches to America, man. All right. So now let's get some scriptures. Did I cover everything I wanted to cover? Yeah. All right, so let's get some scriptures. All right, let's get Second Esdras. All right, I already have it here. Oh, it popped up. All right. So so this is the book of Second Esdras. This is what Christopher Columbus read, all right, to figure out who was over here at the Americas, man. Excuse me. So it says right here, Second Esdras 13 and 40, all right? It says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive. And this happened in 721 or 23 BC, 721 or 23 BC, all right? Those are the 10 tribes which carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive. Yeah, so the 10 tribes, the northern kingdom, all right, the Latin tribes, all right, you Native Americans, you Dominicans, you Mexicans, you Puerto Ricans, you Seminole Indians, all right, you people from South America, Central America, all right, those who he led away captive into that's how they got over there, man. Because they didn't dwell. Nobody once dwelt over there, all right? So it says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoner out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and some came they into another land. Yeah, and that another land is talking about America. All right. It says, but they took this counsel amongst themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. And that's talking about the Americas, because nobody had dwelt over there yet or before, man. All right, until the Native Americans or the Northern Kingdom was brought over there, man. All right. It says, verse 42, it says that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. Yeah, and that's exactly why we was put into captivity, man. All right, that was the doing of the Lord. That was the punishment and the judgment of the Lord, man, because we went against the Lord in the ancient world, man. All right, we started serving other gods, worshiping other gods, sacrificing unto other gods, and doing all types of witchcraft. All right, so that angered the Lord, all right, and brought wrath upon us, man. All right, so the Lord sent us away into captivity, man, to slavery, man. He let our oppressors and the other nations rule over us, man. All right, so it says that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half. All right, and I think that's also, if I'm not mistaken, that's also in the secular history too, man. All right, because when you read about this in scholarly books or in history books, all right, it tells you the same thing about a year and a half, it says. All right, so it says, verse 45 again, for through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and that same region is called Asareth. All right, and the word Asareth, that region that was called Asareth, all right, which is talking about America, all right, which Asareth means another land. All right, and that's why it says in the 40th verse, all right, at the end it says, and he carried them over to waters, and so came they into another land, which is talking about America. All right, which in the 45th verse is called Azareth. All right, Azareth meaning another land, which is talking about America. All right, so let's get the book of Genesis real quick, the 49th chapter and the 19th verse. Yeah, all right, because remember, the Native Americans are Israelites from the tribe of Gad. All right, that's who the Native Americans really are. They're Gadites. That's their true heritage, their true nationality. All right, they're Gadites. All right, so when you go into Genesis, all right, the 49th chapter, the 19th verse, it says Gad, all right, which is talking about the Native Americans, all right, which is one of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. All right, it says Gad, a troop shall overcome him. Yeah, and Gad, the word Gad itself means troop. All right, because the Gadites, all right, the Native Americans, all right, that was one of the warrior tribes. All right, that was one of the warrior tribes, and along with Zebulon and I forgot the other tribe, Manasseh. All right, I'm gonna get into that in a second. All right, but it says Genesis 49 and 19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, and that troop was talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, the American cavalry. All right, when they came over here and slaughtered, all right, about 100 million Native Americans, man. All right, a Gad, a troop shall overcome him. So that was prophecy. All right, that the Esau Edom will come over here and slaughter them, man. All right, that was a punishment that was brought unto the nation of Israel, the Gadites, man. All right, that was prophecy, man. All right. So it says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. That's right. Because we're going to rule over Esau, Edom, and all these other nations in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. And that's why the Gadites are still here, man. All right. The Native Americans are still here. You couldn't do away with all of them. You couldn't do away with all of them, man. All right. The Lord had left that, that remnant, man. All right. So there's another verse. There's another verse I want to get. Let's see if I could type it in. Google real quick. Let me see. Hold on a sec. I forgot exactly. Was it Joshua 13:29? Nah. Dang, what? Hold on a second. Give me a second. I literally forgot. Oh, Chronicles. Yeah. All right. That's the Spirit of the Lord. All right. Was it 27? Let's see. Hold on a second. Was this it? Hold on. Give me a second. I might be tripping. Oh man, I can't find a verse. All right, hold on. If I can't find it, I'm gonna just end the video. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Let's get it real quick. Was it in Numbers? It might have been this verse. Let's get it. It says that they were oh man, I can't find it. Hold on, give me a second. Give me like 30 seconds. Give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna get my scriptures real quick. That's crazy. Hold on a second. I can't believe I don't remember the verse. Oh man. Watch me find it too after I end the lesson. Oh man. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna find it. You know what? It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna find it. Because it talks about the tribe of I think Zebulon as well. Is it in Kings? Hold on. Or is it in Chron? Oh, right here. All right. No, wait. Is it this it? Yeah. Hoo-hoo! I found it. All right. Hold on. Let me see. I think this is it. All right. First Chronicles 5:18. So it says right here, First Chronicles 5:18, the sons of Reuben and of the Gadites, which is the Native Americans, all right, and half the tribe of Manasseh, valiant men. Yeah, they were warriors, all right, because we all know that the Native Americans, all right, they were warriors, man, all right. They were skilled in guerrilla warfare, all right. So it says the sons of Reuben and the Gadites, and half the tribe of Manasseh, of valiant men able to bear buckler and sword and to shoot with the bow. Woo! That's the Native Americans right there, man. That's the Gadites, man. All right. Again, starting at the 18th verse, the sons of Reuben the sons. I'm getting a little excited right here. All right. The sons of Reuben and the Gadites, all right, which is the Native Americans, all right, and half the tribe of Manasseh, valiant men, men able to bear buckler and sword and to shoot with bow, and skillful in war were 440,703 score, and that went out to war. All right, yeah. So the Gadites, the Native Americans, all right, they were warriors, man. It said that they were valiant men, men able to bear buckler. Excuse me. Men able to bear buckler and sword and to shoot with the bow. Woo! And skillful in war. That's right, man. That's it. That don't sound like the Native Americans to you, and I don't know, man. All right. So that's basically it. That's basically it, man. I hope this lesson was edifying. I hope I made my point, and whoever was watching received it. Okay, and you could study, use this video to study or whatever, man. All right, and with that being said, I want to say call Halalyim, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right. So with that being said, until next time, shalom, shalom.